change of heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life, walked around with a long way like Jesus, that Colombiana, that's mere models like. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo, let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can feel the throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write, and that old man had a change of heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like, looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than Domino's. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been how they with this. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been how they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic. Clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware, condo with a in there.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down, Rivers again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Paul Pusluzny in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long for Rivers. Deep drop. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Andre Branch in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Play fake here on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That could be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
To throw is Rivers. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
A second down throw for Rivers. It's complete to Fuller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Play action now. Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll throw again. Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Dion Lewis taking it in from 2 yards out. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And the cutback to the sideline. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that...
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Keenan Allen, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part...
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Bortles to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Allen Hurns from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And hauled in by Pitta. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action. Rivers going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Andre Branch in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing? Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going underneath for Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Rashard Higgins high in the air to bring it in. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Caught by Nelson left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord. wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in Week 2 of Draft Champions. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Carry for Darren McFadden. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Here's Hoyer. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish line. Understand what you're saying, we gotta listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish line. Don't care if you make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Taylor to throw. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. Bortles going to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Bortles. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gardner. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. They're going to run. This is Stewart. And some room to maneuver. 13 yards on the pickup.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, whole team mate, 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the cool, kiss it, sweat, leave, Mr. Couldn't took it quicker. Hottest on the planet, get the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight into. We ain't on the same team, cheer up. Both your that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. Hey, from the top.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They come out here in the eye. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. One receiver left, that's Allen. Bortles now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And New York set to take the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On second down, Peterson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On play action, now Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw is Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They give it to Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. And Cundiff able to knock it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. One receiver left. That's Allen. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's got the difference between driving on those paved roads And those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darryl Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back here right after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Oh, he fakes a spike. Going deep here for Allen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 39 that time.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch. And now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And Nelson's got it here right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dennis Pitta from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw is Bortles. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A final shot before half for Bortles. He completes it to Nelson. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, Jonathan Stewart. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
30 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now is Brady. And Gresham has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Brady now to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 15 here behind the chains. Now Brady again. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Bortles. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, now fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll run with Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Adrian Peterson from 8 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw, it's Bortles. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Bortles now to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Bortles eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a play fake. Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Bortles. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned about.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his target, the tight end Newsome. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Brady to throw on second down. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he'll get... And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They come out here in the eye. A toss play. This is Peterson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And Gresham has it left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come out here in the eye. Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brady to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and it brings up 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Running for it, here's Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Trying to get back close, hit them with it. Make sure they feel the drift. Just caught the Benz, oh, with the tick. You still in every song I said. Yeah, in every song I said. I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head, no. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and bro,
Please tell me why you always leave.
why you with?
Please tell me why you always